That's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
So here we go, a 3rd down after the 2nd down pass completion. Throwing again is Tannehill, and he's got his man. That's Landry. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On 2nd down, it's Drake, and he'll lose. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And he's got him. It's the tight end, Cameron. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. Fresh set of downs here.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
To throw on 2nd down is Tannehill. And caught by Cameron right side. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. And time for us to take a break here in the booth. We'll come back to Miami after this. And just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Back to the air. Tannehill on 2nd down. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not. So now on 4th down, on trots the Dolphins field goal unit and Andrew Franks. And Frank's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So they get the field goal, but partner, that was a 14-play drive to get the 3.
Normally when you hold the ball that long, run that many plays, you end up in the end zone. There's a breakdown on the defense. Something happens. In this case, that didn't, but really good ball control by the offense. They're hoping that they can wear them down if they keep having drives like that.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Cordero Patterson past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Cordero Patterson, 79 yards. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Now Tannehill. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. And the Jets set to take the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On second down, here's Bortles. This will be caught just inside the 10. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Throwing now is Bortles. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 7 yards on the play. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
One of the hallmarks of their success this year, they've been fearless on 4th down. And they convert another one right here to move the chains.
And they're going to speed things up here. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Cordero Patterson, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They go back to the air here after the INT. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Tannehill now on second down. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And that'll make it third down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded at about the 28. Wow, evasive.
Make a miss.
So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top as we send you up to Orlando. And with our EA Sports halftime report, here's Larry Ridley. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Throwing on first down is Bortles. Forced out to his left. Over the middle, and it's caught. Brandon Marshall. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Now Bortles. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third. So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. First throw now for the backup Manning. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
NFL teams last year, a little under 50% on fourth down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. They do go for it. It's Manning surveying the field. He's got a man. It's Mitchell. Give him 25 yards on the play there. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
The former Clemson Tiger, Sharon Peak, was the target. And it's second down.
But depending on the team, they call that an explosive play or a chunk play, the one that they got on the previous one. They tried to go back and get another one, didn't they?
They did, but unsuccessful on that second attempt. Back to the air on second down. It's Manning finding time. He's going to take another shot here. Looking for the speedy Smith, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Byron Maxwell. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. After the interception, here's Tannehill. On the left side, this is Stills. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And quickly, they get to the line.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And the Jets D, they call on a couple extra defensive backs on third.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
They'll send Parker in motion right. Back to the air, Tannehill on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs.
Well, there really wasn't much there, but a completion is a completion. A tough 3rd down awaits them.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
I know where we're headed on this. Terrific catch, gets his feet down, sets up a 4th down and short situation. But I bet we're wondering, why didn't he get to the 1st down marker running his route? Am I correct?
You got to know where the marker is, right?
Got to figure it out. I know every receiver is taught that. Sometimes circumstances change it. At least they have an opportunity to make a decision with not much yardage to go.
They'll run. It's Drake. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
And this is where an offensive lineman really earns a living. You're on your own side of the field, but you only need a few inches, and you saw the good blocking at the point of attack. That is a well-earned 1st down.
Tannehill on 1st down. And throw right side complete to Parker. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It'll be a loss of a yard. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
On fourth down, Tannehill. The Dolphins can't convert on fourth down. And the Jets are going to get the football back. New York set to take the field. And last time, one-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to air one out. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Tannehill now to throw. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. Defense has to stand tall here, 3rd and 1. Now it's Ajayi. A strong running. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Tannehill. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A gain of 4 on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. And now they're in the hurry-up. Here's Tannehill. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now Tannehill. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Kenny Stills the intended receiver, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Ten yards to go on 3rd. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. To the air again, Tannehill. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
So the fumble recovery, and now Manning. This will be caught inside the 10. Give them 22 on that one. And the Jets are going to have it 1st and goal. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Two receivers left, one to the right. Now Manning. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
To throw is Manning. This will be caught at about the 5. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Back now in Miami. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Stonewalled on 2nd down. Now let's see what they can do on 3rd and goal from the 2. They come out here in the I. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Cordero Patterson, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
2nd down following the run. They run again with a jive. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Here's a jive. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
380. 380.
Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. And it is incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. And New York set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. 2nd down now after the incompletion. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Manning. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And some room to maneuver. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The New York set to take the field. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. After the interception, here's Tannehill. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking for Parker that time. That'll bring up second down.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on first down.
That give them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on first down.
Back to the air, Tannehill on second down. Wide open receiver, complete. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. On first and 10, Tannehill. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking to get it to Parker again, and now it's second down.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Tannehill now to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot. And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance that they have any decision to make on fourth down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown.
Tannehill going back to Landry. This time he's got him complete. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be second and goal. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Tannehill, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Deion Sims, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now Franks for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback. Last year would have come out to the 20. This year they'll move it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
7 yards remain now on third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Manning now on 1st down. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Manning gonna throw here. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Manning. And he's got Pete. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic, you know.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Manning looking to throw it. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Again, it's Manning. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Here's Tannehill. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
That one looks like he'll throw here. This will be caught inside the 10. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Here's Manning to throw. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They fake the handoff. Now Manning. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
On play action. Now Manning. He's got time in the pocket. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Well, that was pretty nice to watch if you like a defense's perspective because they understood where the first down line was as much as the offensive guys did. Did not give up any more ground. And when the ball was thrown, reacted really well and swatted it away. One of the advantages of zone defense, you never take your eyes off the quarterback. And when he reacts, you do exactly the same and go get the ball.
Manning indeed going for it on fourth. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. And the Dolphins offense now ready to go back out on the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look.
Now, hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they?